Good morning from Shanghai, and the objective today is to escape it, which is an easier said than done task because this city is massive. I stayed here while I was studying a few years ago and barely ever got out of the city, even on like non-self-propelled transport, because it was just such a task. But today I think we are aiming for the water town of Dujiajiao, and that is about 60 kilometers. So I'll intersperse some stuff along the way to keep us entertained. I accidentally routed for car directions because it's trying to take me through the road tunnel across the river, which I cannot go through on a bike. I think I have to take a ferry. I'm still getting used to reading everybody's body language. People just kind of assume you know where you're supposed to be, and I'm a baby. I need to figure that out. Okay, I think we're coming up on the ferry station here. 早安，我在哪里呢？会买票。
来这里，手机扫码。
手机扫。
280。
帮助我，对不起。哦。
本航线为公共交通航线，行人票价2元。本航线为公共交通航线，本航线为公共交通航线，行人票价2元。
麻烦了，你这个要护照的。
对，我知道我的手机号码。
本航线为公共交通航线。
好的。
啊 ，OK。
公共交通航线，行人票价2元。本航线为公共交通航线。
谢谢啊。
要等一会儿啊。
那个，
要等到8点15分。
OK。
8点10分你快来，你下船。
OK。
8点15分开。
So the ferry comes at 8:15. It is 7:57. That's what he told me. But the problem that I had was that I needed the ferry uses the bus card on Alipay, which I didn't have set up, but I was able to set that up pretty quick. It was honestly super easy. So if you're watching this and want to do it, it wasn't hard, but it is what you have to do in order to cross the river in anything but a car or a metro train. So I am sweating like a pig in church. It is hot today. First of many river crossings on this trip, and I think basically all of them are gonna have to be on ferries because it doesn't seem like China does much bike lanes over bridges, which is fun. It's its own kind of challenge. That was fun. So before I go anywhere, I have to go buy the stuff that I couldn't take on the plane with me, and that includes camp gas. I am running a butane stove, which I know won't serve me well in a lot of places, but I think it will be fine in China. I might not be able to find the proper camping format of camp gas, but I will definitely be able to find the standard cans that you use for countertop stoves. because, you know, walks are a huge thing here, obviously, and use it for that. But I'm gonna try to find a decathlon while I'm in a city that definitely has those, and see if I can pick one up. And I'm just gonna hope that I can take it on the metro. Oh, I need some of this. Is this wet lube?
Hello?
Hello. 你们有丁烷器吗？
是
有丁烷器？没有。知道我在那里我会卖。
我帮您看一下啊。稍等。这种门店就是线下会很少，都在线上购买。淘宝、京东这种。
OK。
然后品牌的话，火风、麦仙，美团。
美团 OK 可以在美团
或者淘宝。
OK，谢谢。
客气。
So I'm gonna have to order that on Meituan, which isn't a huge deal, but I think it might be a little late to order it. Well, it's only 11:30. I might be able to order it to the hostel. I have not eaten anything yet, and I just saw a stand that looks tasty. Let me see if I can pull up my Alipay. Oh.
你好，是什么？
这个要
这个
多少？
有几张？
两个这些。
两个啊？
两个。
啊，5块。
5块。
哎，
哪里放？
你扫我，你扫。
哦，OK。5块。
对，5块。
油条多少钱一根啊
2块5。
2块5没变啊。
啊，来一根吗？
来一根。
好嘞。
很久没买了，多少钱一根？
给我进。
好嘞。
谢谢啊。
好，见。
再见。
Oh, baby. I actually have no idea what I just bought, but it looked real tasty. Oh, baby, yeah. I think we would call this a yobiang. Just a fried oil pancake. It's got some green onions in it and sesame. That's a good breakfast. And by the way, 7 kwai is $1, so 5 kwai, like 80 cents. I'm just happy to be back in the land of the best sports drink. I should not have doubted China. You've heard of next day delivery. You've heard of same day delivery. You might have even heard of 6-hour delivery. Now get ready for 1-hour delivery. Actually, more like 45-minute delivery, if that lower bound is to be believed. That's absurd. I mean, I imagine that's more of a Shanghai thing than a all of China thing, but still, wow. I wanted to point out that I also spent some time biking from the airport to the hostel where I started this morning. The first night I got here, but it took me way too long to assemble my bike at the airport. It took me like 2 hours. I had some good conversations with folks while I was there. They were curious, but yeah, by the time I got started, it was dark, and it was a good 3-4 hours in the dark, and this camera doesn't do well in the dark, so. My order should have arrived while I was out. Let's check it out. Oh man. They delivered it right to my door. Yes, I did give them the door number. Perfect. Perfect. Oh my goodness. Now I have an adapter that I can refill this with, like, supermarket butane cartridges, so that should work. Wow. It got here before I did. Buy at least one pack of these guys because a lot of places in China don't have toilet paper in the restrooms because apparently the old people will steal it. But one thing that is nice about that is that you can buy really fancy, luxurious toilet paper in the stores and just carry around a pack of it like you do a pack of tissues. One thing I do have to say is I'm really glad I came directly to this tour from Colorado, because although I'm sweating because it's 36 degrees Celsius, I have not been out of breath this entire time, and I've barely trained for this trip. Like, I took a couple of rides up into the mountains, but I was panting on those. But now I'm taking a really long trip at sea level with essentially no elevation change. It's so easy. I've got to figure out the best way to get off these highways. I'm hoping it's just a Shanghai municipality thing and that I'll be able to get off more provincial roads when I'm in the actual provinces. And above it, we've got 4-lane highway, 2-lane motorcycle road on either side, and an elevated road for the metro. The fact that Shanghai municipality is so much bigger than the Shanghai metro area is wild. Yeah, we're not escaping Shanghai municipality today, I believe. Zhujiajiao is just on the inside of it. Myself an ice cream because it's hot and I deserve it. It's a banana. This is cute. So something that's useful to know about Shanghai is that it's not a city in and of itself, and it's not a province in and of itself. It is an independent municipality. It has territory around the city that is administered by the city itself. China has 4 entities like this, the other ones being Beijing, Tianjin, and Chongqing. But Shanghai is the one that most people go to, well, Beijing too. so they're the most familiar with it. So if you've been to China, but you've only been to Beijing and Shanghai, you actually haven't been to a Chinese province, because provinces are a separate entity. It's huge. Guess I'll just do a lap around the outside. I don't really intend to buy anything here. That's super duper cool. Be a cool place to do your grocery shopping. I just need a little shot of sugar to get me across the finish line today. Okay, but check this bridge out. What's going on here? Got another one over there too. Here's another thing I wanted you guys to see. I started using Baidu Maps to see if it's better than the other ones. Look at the traffic light. It knows how much time is left at the traffic light. And it will count down from green too to tell you when it's gonna go red, so that you can blow through the green light. See, now we got a 50-second green light. What's crazy is how it's synced to the physical traffic light. I can't imagine that's through the internet. It has to be something wireless between the traffic light and the phone, because the latency there, like, you'd have to lead it. I don't know. Arrived at our destination. Whole tourist attraction it is. It's got a cheap homestay though, so that's why we're here. But it is a really pretty place to stay as well. 你好，在这里可以进入吗？好的，谢谢。Okay. I can leave this here. Perfect. So my goal while I'm out and about right now is to find me some tea, I think, because there's a kettle in the room, and I haven't drank real tea in the whole time I've been here, which feels wrong to go to China and not drink any loose tea. But yeah, that's what we're looking for. So this is Zhu Jiajiao, and it is one of the preserved towns, which China has a lot of those. They're like essentially making mini theme parks out of old architectural, old places that are particularly beautiful. Some of them are UNESCO heritage sites. This one is not, I believe. I have been to Xitang before. That's one that is a cultural heritage site. But I think you can see what makes this place special, right? You gotta imagine the Yangtze River Delta in pre-modern times was all this, right? Canal cities, the entire delta, the floodplain, and up through the Grand Canal, all the commerce worked on canals back then in medieval China.
Hello.
Hello. And these are massive, massive tourist draws from within China as well. In fact, I would say primarily from within China. A lot of this stuff is like, you just don't hear about it. Zhujiajiao is one that foreigners definitely come to because it's right by, it's the one that's closest to Shanghai, and it's you can get to it on the metro system. So it's super, super easy to get to. But even the three that are UNESCO heritage sites are not as visited as this one, I think, just because they're a little bit less accessible. There are plenty of ancient town classified towns in China that you can visit, and they've got a similar thing where it's all just kind of set up for tourists. But you know what? When you're paying for atmosphere, this is some nice atmosphere to get. We've got the temple across the street here with the pagoda. These tall, tall bridges for ships to go under. Of course, all the ships that go through here, they can connect to the Yangtze, they can go out to sea. That's the whole thing with this this whole network, is that so many of these towns got so wealthy just based on their location, right at the end of the most important river in China where it meets the sea, and also at the end of the Grand Canal, which goes all the way to Beijing, and also, I mean, a super fertile, productive area in its own right, the Yangtze Delta. I think it's closed. It's a little bit late. It is always really nice to be in a place for sunset. That is one of the main reasons to stay in a place rather than just visit there during the day, is that you get to see the sunset. And here, there's that bridge that we were on earlier. Look at how tall it is. 那是你建议的绿茶。
绿茶，
对，
哪个？
那个
哦，你要么龙井。
龙井。
嗯。
我们几个人过来的，你也看到，我说一句难听，就是说。